who is the smartest God of War character? Many people ask questions about this game, such as, who is the strongest God of War character? Or, who has killed the most amount of people? Obviously, Kratos. But nobody asks, who has the highest intellect out of all of them? So stick around to the end of this video to find out who the true genius of God of War is. Alright, so we have every main character from the God of War Ragnarok game. So we're gonna start with our boy, Kratos. I don't think many people realize the absolute intelligence this slab of beef has in the game. I mean, he is a general. Like, yeah, he's made some very questionable mistakes in his life, but he has trained an entire army and has also persuaded many people in the game. But I am gonna put Kratos at Einstein level because he is really smart. He knows, he is a very strategical thinker, and he knows how to plan for war. Now for our boy Atreus. Again, has made some very questionable mistakes, especially in God of War Ragnarok, but he is probably one of the smartest characters in the game. I mean, he can translate almost every language in the entire 9 realms, and he also knows many forms of magic. He probably is not as smart as Kratos, but he has definitely grown over the course of the first 2 games. So, I would probably... I would probably put him below Kratos for the fact that he is not as cautious as him. He's kind of reckless, but, very intelligent. On to Freya. Again, she is a warrior, and she's Queen of the Valkyrie, so she obviously has very high intelligence. She knows how to think for many people, but yet again, she's a bit of a hypocrite for the fact that she caused absolute pain to Baldur and didn't really see anything wrong with it until the very end. Also attacked Kratos for saving her and didn't get over it until like the middle of the game. But even still, I would probably put her with Kratos because she's an amazing leader and a good warrior. So, and Kratos and Freya share a lot of the same experiences, so they obviously have the same mind in the game. And now, Brock. Now, Brock is interesting because he's a dwarf, he's an inventor, and he makes dozens of inventions, so he obviously has a really high intelligence, but at the same time, some of the stuff he says is, well, ridiculous.
How about I name her fucking gratitude?
However, there is one thing that makes Brock smarter than every character in the entire game is the fact that he was the only one who was suspicious of Tyr, and nobody else even thought of questioning him. So that is what made, so Brock really, because of that, he is one of the smartest people in the game. But I would probably put him at the same level as Atreus. He might be above Atreus, but not, he might be like in between Kratos and Atreus. But I'm gonna put him there, because he's, like I said before, he's a blacksmith, then he's an inventor, so he, obviously has very high intelligence. And now, on to his brother, Sindri. One thing about Sindri, since he's a germaphobe, that makes him very vulnerable to a lot of things, so not really a fighter, and he also helped Atreus with his journey to his stuff disobeying Kratos. Even though he advised against it, he still helped him. So Sindri can be kind of reckless as well, but again, he is an inventor, blacksmith, he's intelligent, so I'd probably put him at the same level as, actually, no, I'd probably put him below Brock. And now another dwarf, Durlin. He was really good at deceiving people. I mean, he managed to kind of spy on Odin for so many years. He even helped Kratos and Atreus find Tyr without Odin suspecting a thing. So I probably put him, but yet again, we didn't see much of him in the game, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I'd probably put him right with Brock and Atreus. And now, on to Freyr. We might have our first dumb character, because, I mean, Freyr literally caused an entire war with an entire race because he just completely fell off of the face of the realm. So, yeah, that's a really stupid decision. So, he's the only one I'm gonna put below average. And now, Heimdall. I'm putting him lowest, and that's not because I absolutely hated him with every fiber of my being, but so he was kind of a hack, because he saw every move of every enemy before they even did it. So yeah. And now, Mimir. I'm gonna get hated for this, but despite his nickname literally being the smartest man alive, there's a lot of moments in the game where he gets stumped with the simplest of riddles, and even though he is the smartest man alive, he really just knows the history of the realms. He doesn't necessarily have, like, Kratos' mind, like the strategical thinking. Still, he is intelligent, but I don't know if I would put him at, like, the very top. I would probably put him with Atreus, because he can speak every language. He can speak every language, and he knows, like, the history of the realms, but there were still a lot of moments where he didn't even realize that was going on. So I think that's fair to put him on that level. And now Angloboda. Very similar to Atreus. I mean, she is a Jotun, and she obviously knows a lot of history. The one thing about Angloboda that we saw in the game was that she depended too much upon prophecy, and she didn't really think with her own mind, but still she managed to care for the earth by herself in the wild. So she was very resourceful. She was very resourceful and good fighter. But I guess I would put her with Atreus. And now on to Teal. This is gonna be okay. I'm gonna be ranking this one off of the lore and history in the game and not what we saw in the actual game. So, Teal, the god of lore. Even though we didn't see much of him, of his actual form in the game, I'm gonna put him with Kratos and Freya for the fact that he was basically the only god in the lore of the game that without violence, which is really impressive. And he seemed, and even though Kratos serves his matters by violence, they do seem to have the same, like, ideologies of war. And now, on to the God of Thunder, Thor. I think he's another character that was highly underestimated in the entire game, because he was always seen as a dumb, stupid brute by everybody, but I think he was much smarter than that, because he was the only other one that questioned Odin's plans. And again, he was a warrior, which you can't really be a warrior and be completely stupid, so he had more intelligence than most people thought. Still would not put him, like, at the higher levels. I'll probably just put him, like, with every other character. And now Thrud, daughter of Thor. Again, didn't really see much of her. She was a good warrior, but kinda acted out a lot. So this one is gonna be hard. I'm gonna put her with Sindri, because we didn't see much of her in the game, and when we did, she was just fighting enemies. But yeah, I'll put her here. And now finally for Odin, he's the only character that I'm gonna put on top. For real, he managed to fool Kratos, Atreus, block, Sindri, Freya, and Mimir. For real, if you theorized or predicted that Tyr was Odin in the game, you are a liar, because I don't know who could have possibly seen that coming. He is by far the smartest freaking character in the entire game. So, that is gonna be it with this tier list. Tell me if you agree with some of my choices, and if there's people I should have put lower on the list or higher. So, like always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you're interested in seeing more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing. And like always, I'll see you players in the next video.